Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. I'm going to keep it quick, have a lot to show you. 21 watches, we won't show all of them. But anyway, a new brand in the store, Cadola, roots back to the mid-40s, kind of fell defunct, and then someone picked up the name and started manufacturing watches under them. But we're not here for the history, we're here for the watches because they're really cool. And at the prices that we're going to be talking about, they are really, really good bargains. At their retail prices, no, not at all. So stick around, see the watches, check out the prices, be happy, and maybe pick one up. It is Truth Mark, and he is in full effect in this video. For my wrist check today, really quick, Christopher Ward Belcanto C1 on one wrist. And on the other, it is the Islander Calabro purple dial, white rubber strap on to the program. Okay, so we've clearly not going to go over 21 different watches, but they are broken down, adds that into 4 series, and just on, I guess on 2 of them, the packaging varies, so I'm going to just show it to you. But it's a beautiful, beautiful presentation once you get it out of the outer box, and then you have, I guess, what would be called the inner box, and this is going to be the Pista Automatic light blue striped dial. So let's get it out so I can show you guys the entire package really quick so you can see what you're getting. Because as I said, or as I feel, they're amazing values at the prices we're going to be letting them go at here. Cards and stuff, and then here is the entire presentation package. And here's the watch. This is, if you're curious, model number CD1031-55. Comes with an extra really nice leather strap and a tool. Let's unwrap it and get into it. So each style I'm going to show you does come in a bunch of different colors. These are just the ones that I picked for the video because I thought they showed a nice variety of color. You can always get your standard blacks and stuff. I think I picked one black dial. Maybe, I'm actually not even sure. But I wanted to show things are all a little bit different. There's some striped dials, there's green dials, red dials. Here's this light blue dial with this really, really cool racing strap. So here we go, Cadola Pista Automatic with light blue dial. It is 43 in diameter, so we are back to being big boys on this one. 13 thick to a slightly domed. This is a mineral crystal. It's going to be 50 millimeters on the lug tip to lug tip. It is a solid stainless steel screw down case back, and it's got really cool the Cadola name and a speedometer gauge. Water resistance is 100 meters. The bracelet itself, let me pull back a little bit. Oops. The bracelet itself is 20 millimeter lug. You saw the extra strap it comes with, and it is a nice bracelet. It is sized with pins. Yeah, it's still, the bracelet's still wrapped, but there is the clasp and the name on it, upside down, and right side up, double push button deployant with 2 positions of micro. It was a solid end link, and I do want to point out that the bars for the bracelet are quick release. It's 100 meters of water resistance, and it's not meant to be a diver's watch. It is almost an aviation. It is a racing inspired watch. So the crown is push-pull. Going to be running on a Seiko NH35 automatic, dated 340 hours with power reserve, 24 joules, hand winds and hacks. Weights 220 grams on the bracelet, so it is actually a little bit weighty. It's a larger watch. But let's just sneak in on the dial here. You can check out the dial detail. Besides the nice colors, you have a 24-hour scale around the outside of the dial, minute marker, 05, 10s, 20s, 25s on the inside, much like, was that the first gen Seiko Monster? The Cadola name, and then I love how they have automatic, and it's, I don't know, to me that is just a racing font. I look at that font and I think, where is the race happening? Cool hash mark pattern, a little bit of an orange on the chapter ring. Again, reminiscent of various gauges that you might see. Signed crown. All in all, a nice watch. Let's talk about the price. So the retail price on this is $820, which you and I both know it's never selling for retail. Not on this planet. That's a little ridiculous for what you're getting. 820 bucks is totally out of the water. The price you'll probably see it kicked around at is in the low 5s. Even then, I think, even if you're walking in a mall, I think low 5s for a watch like this is kind of high. On the internet, for sure, it is high. but we will have a special price on it, and you need to go to the website now to see it. I don't want to say it on camera, and it has nothing to do with I'm allowed, I'm not allowed. It's simply because this video is going to be up for, well, forever, for the foreseeable future. And if I say the price, people will go to the website, see a different price, and say, hey, what happened? So, but just believe you me, it is a great price for what you're getting. And for the ones that are going to follow, there's some that are even lower than what this one's going at. So you will want to stick around. Let's get on to the next one. And so the second item up for bid in this showcase showdown here is Cadola Paddock Automatic with deep red dial. Just like the first one, this one also comes, and you'll see all this online, comes in a special box with an extra really nice strap, black and red and stuff. But let's get into the watch. So the pricing on this is going to be the same as what you just saw as far as the retail $820, the kicking around street price or whatever, $533, still high in my opinion, but really the special price that hopefully you tuned into the video to see. I think it's a great price. I think that price, I hate talking around stuff, but I think that price is really excellent for what this is. Definitely should be more than that. Same size, 43. 13, 50, solid screw down case back. The name with a, what is it? I guess it's a gear. We would call that a gear. There is a gear around it. 100 meters of water resistance, 20 millimeters, different kind of bracelet, but still a solid end link, solid link bracelet. It is sized with pins again, right? Yep, sized with pins, but it does have the quick release bars on the end links. Same two position on the clasp, push pull crown. Ready? Try again, Mark. There you go. Push-pull crown, date, NH35, comes in, I think this one might actually come in 6 colors. This is model number CD 1037-55, but I wanted to go with this nice maroon red. I love the play of the red and the blue around the dial and the second hand. Again, I look at that second hand, just like I look at the automatic front, I look at the second hand immediately. That is dashboard gauge needle, 100%. I'm not really a big automotive guy. I don't know much about history of auto racing or any of that stuff, but I look at that and I go, oh, automotive. So if I'm thinking automotive, I think anyone else would think automotive as well. Beautiful red ombre dial, nice hands. I guess I'll wait to the end. I'll do lume on all 4 of them when we're done. Just so you can see it really quick. But it is a 43, so it is kind of big. That same 220 gram weight. But you just see the extra strap, obviously, on the nylon strap. It will be considerably lighter. Next one. So the last 2 I'm going to show you come in a different type of box. There is no bonus strap. Definitely much more simple in its, in its packaging. All the cards and stuff just came out. But here is the watch. This is the Cadola Giulia Suprema automatic watch. Again, it's going to come in a, I got to unwrap the head for you. It is going to come in a variety of different colors, and they're all going to be the same pricing structure. So 5 different colors on this one are available as well. This one is the one I chose the black for. The dial is reminiscent, now talking about divers, is definitely reminiscent of a no deco dial like on the Mito and some other ones. Ocean Crawler did it with the 3 different concentric rings. But no, it's just numbers, and they will go from 1 to 60, and they're offset. But again, just automotive, definitely automotive inspired dashboard, almost a cockpit. I got flying on the mind. I'm supposed to go for a flight in about an hour or so. So hand wind hacks, same NH35 movement. So this is more of a, would you call it a cushion case? I think I would. More of a cushion case. This bezel does not rotate, just 12-hour bezel. 43 by 14, but instead of 50 on the lug-to-lug, guys, we are now at 45. So 43 and just 45. Kind of reminiscent, if you remember, what was that? I think it was called the Alien or something. The SR, I'm doing it from memory. I think it was the SRPC 11. The strap just went, the bracelet went right under the hooded lugs of the watch. That's kind of what you're dealing with here. So although it's a 43 millimeter watch, I mean, look at it from the head on when I wrap the bracelet down. It's going to fit a lot of wrists. Much like the Turtle, does work well even despite its size. I think this is going to be even better than that. So screw down crown, mineral crystal, same stuff going on. 22 millimeter on the bracelet. You could put whatever you want in there though. Since they do not provide an additional bracelet, they do not make it quick release, but easy enough for you to put in a, yeah, I guess, I don't know, could you get a single pass in there? It might be tight, but either, a leather or a rubber strap that you might like, or a two-piece nylon. Name brand is on the back. I think it's a rendering of an engine. Kind of tough for me to see sometimes, and even to know what I'm talking about. I know watches, as I said, cars, just a little bit. I mean, I know as much as an engineer knows. We can tell you exactly how the Otto cycle works, 4-stroke, everything. I could draw a PV diagram for it still, but give me a screwdriver and you wouldn't want me anywhere near it. Date is at the 6, nice and balanced. Again, this is your NH35. Nice blocked hands, rectangles, again with that RPM gauge style needle for seconds. Any kind of enthusiast to automotive, I think this is definitely going to be one of the pieces you're going to want to get for them. Street price, here we go. Excuse me, MSRP $575. Never goes for $575. Can't. More or less the online price or so, quote unquote street price, $374. I could kind of see that. You walked into a store, $374. I could see that happening with a watch like this. But again, limited time, at least for now. Super duper price, super low. I'm not going to talk about it again, just in case you're fast forwarding. I don't want to mention the price because videos are forever. The prices are not. They will change in about 2 weeks' time after you see this. So this is the Cadola Giulia Suprema Automatic. Again, comes in 5 different colors. And we're going to move on to the last one, which is called the RPM Automatic. And I'm actually, besides it's got the lowest price, I'm actually the most excited about it. And here is the RPM Automatic with what they call a racing blue dial. This is CD1055. The one you saw before, I believe, was, I don't know, this Julie, it was 1044? Yeah, it was 1044. I don't know if I mentioned it. But I did want to mention something that I caught in the first one, and there it is right there. They are dome mineral crystals, and the spec sheet does not say they're using AR on it, but that is AR. That's blue AR underside of the crystal. That sheen that you're seeing, boom, that's AR. So anyway, another NH35 based watch, but this one's not running. This is so cool. I really like this one, and it's the lowest price of the bunch. I'll go over that part really quick. $520 on the MSRP. $338. I could see people paying $338 for this. Maybe not, online in my store. Maybe you're a little more intelligent than that, or you can get better deals. But this one's the lowest of the bunch. I'm sure these will be the first to go. 44 millimeters in diameter. It's actually the biggest. 14 thick to that domed mineral, but just like the watch before you, 44 millimeters on the lug to lug. It is a straight circle. It is a gauge in every stretch of the imagination. It's a stainless steel exhibition case back, so you can see the movement. Really cool. Mineral crystal I mentioned is a 24 millimeter lug. Yeah, you'd have to. It's a little weird, huh? If you wanted a different strap, you'd have to get a 24, and you could notch it. I know people have done it. Just have to be clean about it because from the front you're going to see it. But you get a leather maker, and they can definitely hook you up with something. But you're not going to be able to put a one-piece nylon or anything on this. Because we have dropped the bracelet, we are at just 87 grams on the weight, so it's fairly lightweight. There's the crown, as I showed you. As I was going to mention also, the case back's a little bit lighter because there's glass in place of steel. I mentioned price, and again, this one's going to come in 5 different colors, but man, look at the whole package here. They're really nice. Look at the keepers. Oops. Check out the keepers, huh? Are those awesome? I love the play of color. What a nice job. Open date. You can see it. And 1946, a reference on the dial dating back to when they started. There is automatic, and it is on the bottom of the dial. But the dial has a nice, it's not a box, but it definitely has a sharp curve at the end. It gives a good distortion effect. Really cool. Everything they did on the dial makes sense, but they made it so reminiscent of an RPM gauge. Look at the minute hand with the open architecture or the open tip. how it sweeps across the gauge. The minutes are prominent on the outside and the hours are secondary on the inside, but there's nothing on the bottom where the date is. An amazing, amazing job. I don't know, do you want me to try them on? I guess I will. Do a quick try on and a quick loom of all of them. Are you ready? Here we go. RPM on my 6.5, 6 3/4 inch wrist. And there is the loom. Awesome. I believe this was the Julia Suprema, yes, on my 6.5, 6 3/4 inch wrist. And there is the loom. It does suffer from no 12 o'clock registration. One of my pet peeves, and it should be one of yours as well. Here is that Patek with the awesome, not Patek, Patek, with the awesome gradient red dial. There you go. It actually does have at the 3 o'clock, the marker is cut for the date, so you do have a registration, so you know where up, down, left, right is. And the Pista Automatic on my 6.5, 6 3/4 inch wrist. So the marker on the 3 on this one is actually chopped, but it's so minor it is tough to make out, but otherwise it does glow very well. And that'll do it for us today here. This has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com showing you the Cadola watches. Definitely come on over to the website sooner rather than later because the pricing won't last forever, and I'm sure the stock won't either, but I'm sure we will get them again at some point in the future. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Questions, comments, anything else you want to say, put it down below. I'll be sure to address it as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.